Hey, Coach.
Oh, good hard day. Like the energy level. I got a first preparation through a pit. Got a lot of scout work. I didn't bang them today. Like I said, we want to give them 2 days off from that banging. We'll put the pads back on tomorrow, at least be in shells and bang around. We got a lot of work in for pit, a lot of preparation, all the different scenarios, good hard practice, good tempo practice, got a good sweat going after the day off yesterday, and like the attitude, like the demeanor, and preparation. They were in the practice very much. Executed pretty well. On the first day of putting in start to the game plan, but we didn't do a lot of the base things, so we'll really refine as we go on next week. Questions?
Might as well ask, get out of the way. Have you guys decided on a quarterback?
Yeah,
yet?
we have, and it's one of the toughest decisions I've had to go through. And because I say this is not a coach, it's not coach talk, it's not anything else. We truly have two very good quarterbacks, and guys, I feel very comfortable either one in the game starting, making plays. And I think it's going to take both guys for us to have the season we have. But the name of starter would be Jameis. Jameis will be the starter, and very comfortable about that. And but also very comfortable with Jake's performance too. And I say it's a tough decision, and that doesn't take away from what Jameis did. I thought the consistency levels and things he did, he played extremely well. But Jake did too. I thought they both made plays, and I'm telling you, they raised each other's performance every day. They just kept pushing each other, and they did it in a great way, in a constructive way for the team. I think the team responded that way to it, and it made us better as a football team. And I think he's done a very good job, and Jameis will be the starter too.
What did Jameis give you? What was the little edge?
Well, I think just a little more consistency. I think, and we talked about just for a longer period of time, and but just played it. But like I said, Jake is ready to play too. Jake is ready to play, and. But Jameis, as we ranked, as we talked about as a staff, just different things. Both of them really started getting command of the things as the camp went on. I thought Jameis did a little better job at the beginning. And it's you're being close. You're splitting hairs. Right. When you really get down to it. And that's not a coach talk or anything else. That's the truth. It was a great competition, and I love the way they handled it between each other and how the team handled it.
I know we asked about it at one point earlier this preseason, but any chance maybe they both end up?
Oh, there's a chance. If it's conducive to winning and what we think we have to do, we'll do that. And we'll feel very comfortable doing it.
How do you tell them? You bring them both into your office or individually?
No, I talk to them individually. I want to talk to them individually so they could ask questions individually, because sometimes you don't want to ask a question in front of the other guy. You know what I'm saying? And we actually tried to be honest the whole way through. We split the reps even all the way through and had an open, honest conversation.
How'd Jake get?
Very good. I mean, tremendous. I mean, he's ready to play. Like he says, I'm going to keep competing, ready to play, ready for my opportunity, whatever role in which I have in the game plan each week, and be ready to take over when it goes. And I mean, that did not surprise me one bit. He's an outstanding young man. I mean, he really is. Both of them. We have say it's a tough choice. It's a great choice, but it's a very tough choice, and he owned it very well.
Coach, with the way you described the competition, how much do you think that helped them prepare for this? I mean,
I'm sorry?
Are they even better further ahead than you thought they were going to be at this point?
I think they are. I don't think either one will be where the other is without the other one. I truly believe that. I mean, from that standpoint, they pushed each other and challenged each other every day, and helped each other and coached each other.
I think last year was the first one in maybe 10 years, or maybe two years in the past 12, where the number 2 quarterback hasn't had to play and hasn't had to start at Florida State. Do you tell that to Jacob too? Like, look.
I mean, he knows the history of it. No, you don't. I mean, but you have to be ready. The hardest job is being the number 2 quarterback, because you don't get the rep. If you're the number 2 tailback, but you can still both get one get 20 reps, one get 15 carry, 120. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that it's a tougher deal, and he knows it. And we have to talk to all the scenarios and give him scenarios I've been through in the past that have happened here in the past. All over of quarterback situations.
You said in terms of deciding, you say you'll know when you know. When did you know? How did you know?
Well, we started feeling it, but we wanted to go through the scrimmage, and both guys played well. And I mean, it was just when we all sit down and, as I say, you put pen to paper, and you really had to make the decision. You started going through all the criteria, and you looked at the stats and the notes and the things you'd taken all the way through. Not just me and myself, but the staff in general. And we thought that was the right decision.
Did you tell the team?
Yes.
Okay, you do tell the team.
Already did. We're working on the practice now. Yes, we're all family.
Right.
That's how we operate.
Was this a conversation with the players themselves yesterday or Wednesday?
No,
or
it was today.
Just today? You could talk to them today?
Right before they came on the field.
When
in our meetings.
When you're making a decision like this, how much does the team and how they react to each different quarterback affect you?
Critical, very critical. That was being evaluated the whole way through the process. And what I found out, our team respects both guys greatly. Feels very comfortable with both guys. but are very happy with what we've done. Same time.
Different topic, but I think was Carlos out here today? Didn't he give?
No.
He did not. I know he had child today.
Yeah, we had
so,
the child. So
yeah.
there's nothing greater in this world than
Yeah.
childbirth, and then having your own child. And that's a day for him. We can't miss one day, and the way he played an excellent scrimmage. Not that mattered, but
Yeah.
that's very important.
Coach, what about DeVaris Bryant? Looked like he was working with tight
He was.
ends
We
today.
brought, and it was a time he'd been out of practice for so long. He was a couple of those guys. We worked with a lot of those guys, offense and defense, throughout camp. I had never got to see him on offense because of the injury situation. We was over there, so we were situated there. We wanted to bring him over and take a look at him on offense at tight end to judge where he was, and we need depth there anyway. But a lot of the guys, we worked most guys out both ways throughout camp at some point, and we never got that opportunity because of his injury.
Does it have anything to do with the way Gio has been performing at tight end?
No,
Or?
no, Gio's been fine. Gio's been wonderful, didn't it? And plus, I mean, you need some more guys. And I wanted to see it. And he's got a great body type. He's got tremendous ball skills. Great explosion. Weighs 250 pounds. Moving very well.
Might he play there? Did he give you any
Oh
indication?
yeah. He looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
He could be either side. He could be a defensive end or a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He really could.
QB obviously got most of the attention, almost all the attention. Any other position battles that have been decided
No, if
they're
we're looking
coming
at
down to the wire?
no, I mean, and in other positions you rotate so much.
Right.
Even if you're the starter, the other guy's going to play so much, it doesn't make it as significant in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a nickelback, you're a dimeback, you're a corner, you're at safety, and then you're a rushing, and you're a backer, you're a nickelbacker. You know what I mean? On offense, you're a fullback, but then you can be two tailbacks in the game. It could be receiver. I mean, that multiplicity of things. It's not that there's not a starter is important, but it's there's more interaction, so it becomes less relevant, I guess.
Do you have a feel right now of which freshman might contribute a lot? Like
Yeah.
maybe a Jalen Ramsey, a Bobo
Yeah,
Wilson?
I think those guys will all be counted upon this year, significantly.
Going back to tight end, is Kevin Hapley still out here?
No, I mean, yeah, he's still here. He comes in
Yeah.
now. He's got this. I mean, the knee.
Yeah.
And he'll red shirt and come back next year. But he's in and out of practice all the time. Yes, and doing rehab and all those
Okay.
things. Oh yes.
How much do you think? I mean, your secondary was so loaded coming into this season, but it seems like Jalen Ramsey's kind of worked himself into a.
He's done a great job. All those young, I'm telling you, that whole young secondary, he, Marquez White and Andrews and Terrell Line, all the guys are all going to be good players, like all of them. But Jalen has gotten himself in that rotation.
All right. Let's go.
Thank you.